The Empire Strikes Back is really, really good. Now, I know that I'm not offering any sort of new perspective by saying that kind of thing, but I don't really care. It's celebrating its 40th anniversary today, and I'm making a video about it. So, here's why Episode 5 is great. Now, you might be wondering what I mean when I say that it expands the universe. Let me explain. If you've seen A New Hope, you might remember that it does a fairly decent job of showing you the basics of the universe, especially with the cantina scene on Tatooine. Here, we get to see the huge variety in alien species that exist in the galaxy, and we also get our first look at the criminal underbelly of Star Wars. Later, we see that there's a huge empire that controls the galaxy. It's led by this guy in black who's really strong. But that's about it in general. Most importantly, we get little to nothing about the Force, bar what Obi-Wan tells Luke.
The Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together.
Okay, so we know that it's some kind of energy field, alright. And I guess it must be powerful because that Darth Vader guy says it's better than the Death Star. And I think he used it to choke some people or something, and Luke shoots a blast into the Death Star's fuel line because of the energy field or something. And that's basically it. It's a fairly decent explanation, but Empire does it way better. Yoda, a brand new character who acts as a great portal into the past of the galaxy, explains it in greater detail.
Life creates it. Makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. You must feel the Force around you. Here, between you, me, the tree, the rock, everywhere. Yes, even between the land and the ship.
And then Yoda lifts Luke's ship out of the water to demonstrate what he's saying, and it becomes clear that the Force isn't dependent on your own physical strength. It's a power that those with the mental strength and determination can use. And throughout the film, we get this sense that the Force is more than what we thought it was before. We see it being used in brand new ways. Yoda looks into the future. Luke and Leia are able to kind of sense each other through it. Obi-Wan uses it to turn into a ghost, which we kind of got in A New Hope when he talks to Luke, but it's clear here that he is now a full-on ghost. The Force is one of the most essential parts of Star Wars, and it's this movie that gets you that crucial understanding of it. Empire gives us what is undoubtedly the best look at our characters, stripping away the black and white nature set up by A New Hope to show us new sides of our cast. Here's how. It is entirely character-driven. What do I mean by that? Well, it basically means that no event of the story occurs because of some outside plot. For example, A New Hope is plot-driven. It's driven by the Death Star plans. Nothing there happens because of a character, it happens because of the item. However, nothing in Empire happens for a reason like that. It's always because of a character. And because of that, this movie allows itself to properly showcase everyone involved. Leia starts having to deal with how she's supposed to be this stoic leader, not a bratty kid, and she finally shows some emotional vulnerability in this movie with Han. Speaking of Han, in Episode 4, he gets painted as a basic scoundrel character who gets embroiled in this conflict. In this movie, he starts having to struggle with the idea that as much as he wants to just leave and live this quiet life, he's grown to love the people in the rebellion and wants to stay as well. We get the introduction of Lando, who also serves as an example of a character with more than one side by betraying the heroes, only to reveal that in the end he actually wanted to help them, but that Cloud City would be destroyed if he didn't. Luke, throughout the entire movie, deals with the consequences of being the hotshot that he's turned into after Episode 4. He wants to become stronger than Vader, but lacks the determination and drive to do it. He thinks Vader is just the bad guy and that Luke will win because he's the hero. In the end, he's faced with the choice of letting his friends die or facing Vader unprepared. Luke goes in partially because, in truth, he is a good person who wishes to save his friends. But it's very clear he doesn't really believe Vader can kill him, especially with this line.
Luke, I don't want to lose you to the Emperor the way I lost Vader.
You won't.
Here you can tell, well, he means to come back to his training. He doesn't actually think Vader's going to kill him, even though, for all intents and purposes, Vader is far stronger than he is at the moment. Not only do we see how wrong Luke was, we get one of my favorite twists with Vader.
I am your father.
Speaking of Vader, yeah, let's get to him now. Across episode 4, it's clear that Vader is the bad guy. That's basically it. That's what we, the audience, and the characters as well, believe because that's what we've learned so far. And then, boom!
I am your father.
Where do you even go from there? I mean, that's such a bombshell to drop on someone. That's such a new layer of complexity to, like, everything that came before. Everyone in the galaxy expected Luke to just kill his dad, no questions asked. And there's now an internal struggle created by this for Luke. Like, I'm just supposed to kill my dad is basically what's going through his head. That's crazy. And that's why this twist, this moment, that's why it's so monumental. It's such a huge step up from the first film, where just about everyone felt quite flat and one-dimensional. And this movie becomes so much more engaging and fun to watch because of it. The chemistry between the actors shines through, and they play off each other extremely well here. So that's why Empire Strikes Back is one of my favorite films of all time. And what I feel is the best movie in the Skywalker saga. I said it. I've been wanting to make a video on this movie for a few months, particularly since February, because Carlos actually took me to see it live orchestrated for my birthday. For his birthday. Jeez. So, thank you for that, first of all, Carlos. And second of all, I'm really excited about finally getting the chance to do it. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and stay safe. Random Recorders, peace out.